going on, YouTube? Hope you're having a great day as always. I want to do this quick video for you here today talking about motivation, how to get motivated to train, work out, get fit, get in shape, just better yourself day to day, how to find that motivation. I'm going to give you an example here as well because I just did a training session yesterday and it was like yesterday evening, and I actually ran into a buddy of mine from elementary school in that gym that I was just training at, which is one I've signed up for recently. So I lugged all my weights to the gym as I usually do, my barbell, my plates. If you're a subscriber of mine, you know why I have to do that. So I brought all the stuff over there and I was doing my deadlifts, and then my, used to be my buddy from years ago, came up to me and said, "Hey man, long time no see, yada, yada, yada." He was saying that he joined this gym that we were at because he was seeking motivation, and because the people there, they do boot camps and they do a lot of different stuff where they actively involve people in the workouts, and they're kind of like cheer people along and whatnot while they're working out. Whereas me, I was just over in the corner doing my deadlifts, kind of like in silence. So I told him at the time, I was like, you know what, man, I personally myself don't feel, he said he joined that gym because he needs motivation. He was going to another gym before, doesn't find he's motivated to go in and work out. It's kind of like just boring, really. So like, why wouldn't you want to sit and just watch TV, hang out, eat a bag of chips, play a bunch of video games, stuff like that? Like, why do you want to go to the gym and work out? So I actually told him yesterday, and in this example, I was saying like, hey man, I personally didn't want to come in and work out today. Like, I wasn't feeling it. You know, actually yesterday, for me, like, it was a kind of a very busy work day, lots of stuff happening. I just felt like crap. Like, I didn't feel the greatest. So here's what I'd like to give as the first pointer of how to find motivation to work out. The motivation can be found in simply the fact that you don't feel motivated. So if you don't feel like going and exercising, and if you don't feel like going to you know, do any sort of workout or any sort of training, the fact that you don't feel like doing it should be reason enough to go do it. Now there's a couple of reasons for that. So the first reason is, when you're in these states of being, states of thinking, when you have this type of attitude, if you just succumb to the desire to not take action, then all you're doing is creating this neural pathway, let's call it, within your brain to basically continue to do that over and over again. So each time you are faced with this challenge of, should I go work out, should I go exercise, you are going to default back to this neural pathway which you've created. Now, a neural pathway basically means that you can use this as a visualization. You've sculpted a pathway, a decision, or a certain set of decisions which you'll typically make in any given situation or circumstance. So in the circumstance of, do I want to go work out, or do I want to go sit there, I want to just sit here and do nothing, you kind of default to this pathway and say, I'm going to do nothing. So the fact that you don't feel motivated alone should give you enough reason to go in and work out, because you want to carve out optimal pathways for yourself. You want to make it so that when the decision comes up another time, your default is, let's go do it. Let's just go do it. So for me, yesterday, I didn't feel like training. I didn't feel like working out. But because I have carved certain pathways for myself, it's not even a question of like, it's almost like just, for me, exercising, and in this particular example, this training session I did yesterday, I went in and I ended up hitting 500-pound deadlift for 3 reps with a hook grip, which was really cool. Not sure if I've done that before. Can't really remember. I've been lifting so long now, I lose track of PRs. But the point is here, I ended up getting in there, not feeling that great, and I ended up putting the work in, getting quite a bit of volume, which means I actually like lifted a lot of weight. So I actually did well for myself in terms of, you know, just overall performance of the day, let's say. But by going in and doing that, and now I've carved certain pathways for myself that when the question comes up, should I just go work out, should I just go train, it comes to me like so naturally, like, yeah, I'm just gonna go do it. Like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna move. That's basically it. Because when I move, I feel better. So after the workout, I came back home and I felt 100 times better than before the workout. And that's typically how it goes. Now, forgetting all the, putting all the stuff aside when it comes to like your endorphins and your adrenaline and all these other things that you actually like, the chemistry of your body, the stuff that you produce when you're actually exercising, putting all that stuff aside, because there is that stuff, and that will give you these feel-good emotions, make you just feel great about what you've achieved, what you've accomplished. So putting all that aside, I'd like to focus on just the neural pathway aspect, which is basically to say that when you, and this goes with just about anything you're doing, you want to find the most optimal outcome, and you want to kind of make the most optimal decision to reach that outcome or to attain whatever it is you're trying to attain. Now, this could be, even for me, sometimes when I don't want to do something for work, I think, I don't really want to do this, and I might put it off. All I'm doing when I put things off and procrastinate is building pathways that encourage procrastination. So if you don't feel like training, don't feel like working out, just go do something. It doesn't have to be hardcore. You don't have to like go and do some crazy deadlifts or anything like that, like I've shown you here in this video. But you can go and just do some, I don't know, curls. Just do some light curls. Or you can go just walk. Just go walking, go jogging, get outside. Just move. Because when you move, you're already starting yourself on that process, on that path of building those and creating those new pathways for yourself, where you're basically saying that my default is healthy. My default is active. My default is strong. It's not lazy, sluggish, low energy. So that's really what I wanted to focus on in this video here, and it's what I wanted to explain to you and kind of present you as just an opinion on how to overcome the lack of motivation to train. Just go and do it. Any sort of movement, any sort of training, because you're starting to develop yourself in a way that allows you to kind of make it your default, really. So that's basically it. That's what I want you to try out. Next time you don't feel like exercising, just go in and do something. Or just do something at home. Do some push-ups, do some pull-ups. Don't just sit around and waste time, because it's not going to get you anywhere. It's just going to get you to more time wasting. That's pretty much it. It's what I wanted to talk about. Let me know how you find your motivation. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Catch you again next time.